Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for July. This month begins with the sun making its way through the part of your horoscope that's very much to do with transformation. Now, being the bright and breezy member of the Zodiac that you are, the big picture is something that often gives you the greatest sense of pleasure, because you're always moving towards something that's exciting, entertaining and uplifting. The sun's transit through this sector is more about looking inwards in some ways. It's also about your very closest associations, both emotionally, perhaps in terms of a physical connection to someone romantically, or even around your finances. But also, Mercury and Venus, the planets, the interrelational planets, at the heart of your scope, are in a bright and breezy part of your scope as this month begins. And you could find yourself really restless, particularly from the 3rd to the 7th, and then the need to do something off the cuff, be more spontaneous. That could see you jetting off somewhere at the last minute, signing up for a course, or having quite an impassioned discussion with someone that you encounter in perhaps a pub, for example. But it certainly won't be dull. However, week 2 of this month does see the sun go face to face with Pluto. Now, this is one of the most important of all planetary aspects. Pluto is about change. It's also about power. It's seen in a kind of philosophical sense as being about the underworld. So it is about the things that we may not necessarily want to recognise about some of the darker motivations we have ourselves, but also it can be about who we get caught up with. Now, with the sun opposite Pluto in the 2nd week of this month, and there is a partial solar eclipse on the 13th at the heart of this month, which provides a backdrop of energy for the next 6 months, I think how you connect with others around your values, or in a physical sense around money, or around sex, or around deep commitment, is really going to be under the astral microscope for the next half year. It can also create a lot more intensity. For example, if you're in an ongoing relationship and it seems that there isn't a sense of equanimity as you see it between you and the other party, you may push to change it. And I think Mercury and Venus being in this restless sector can be part of this. Mars is also in a very opinionated part of your horoscope, so you're not going to hold back from having your say. And of course, in the middle of May, Uranus, the planet of change, moved into the part of your scope that's to do with work, health, diet, fitness, organisational issues. Now, that is actually forging a brilliant angle to Saturn all through this month. So there could be some alterations in this area, but they can be positive ones, where change occurs in a structured way, a way that helps you to pay the bills, yet feel that you are making progress and you're not being held to something that's a bit dull and boring and stupefying, which of course for Sagittarius people, and remember I've got Mars in Sagittarius, is obviously an anathema. There needs to be stimulation all of the time. Now, on the 10th, it is a massively key day of this month, because your ruler Jupiter starts to go forwards after a 4-month backward journey. If it has felt that you've been treading water a little bit, I do feel that you're going to be really celebrating the fact that things can be progressing again. But Jupiter is still asking you, until it moves into your sign later this year, to be as aware as possible of the more spiritual, the more healing, and the more philosophical sides of your nature. Not the more obvious, out there, up front, in your face kind of issues. Things that are much more personal. And in fact, Jupiter continues to forge a beautiful angle with Neptune. So moments of meditation, relaxation, doing things like yoga, stretching, gentle walking in nature, are all things that can be very good for your soul all through this month still. But that big clash that goes on between both the Sun and also Pluto is going to really reverberate around your situation. If you're single, for example, and you're really desirous of being much more intimate with someone, the next half year can see you much more active in trying to make that happen. But Venus, the planet of love and relating, actually moves into quite a worldly location on the 10th, where it will be for the rest of the month. Now, actually forges a fantastic angle to Pluto in the last week, suggesting that you shouldn't discount the potential to meet someone through your work who can really make your pulse race quicker. This person could be quite well off, actually, or just quite well established, or perhaps knowledgeable. On the other hand, perhaps in a relationship that's already existing, it's going to move to an even greater level of commitment. That's entirely possible. So the opposition between the Sun and Pluto is not turmoil in one direction. It can be definitely a positive, but it is going to push and pull. The Teutonic plates at the bottom of the power zone of your life are shifting. There's going to be some change. Now on the 23rd, the Sun moves into Leo, which is fab because that's your sister fire sign. So we have a triplicity, and this is really going to spark your natural Sagittarian desire to have moments of spontaneity, to do things off the cuff, to travel, to change plans at the last minute, shake things up, be a little bit more novel in your approach, or innovative, or perhaps even independent, weirdly. After all that push to be up close and personal, you may decide that you need to kick back and have a little more freedom. And that's underlined by the lunar eclipse, the total lunar eclipse, which occurs on the 28th, which is in Aquarius and combining with Mars. It suggests that this desire to get this equanimity around intimacy, money, very deep love, a consciousness of your deepest motivations, it has to work for you in terms of the intellectual flow too. So discussion, conversation, there needs to be that going backwards and forwards. It can't be just all this deep stuff steaming and moving around deep inside you. There needs to be some outlets too, and that will be part of the picture in the next 6 months as well. But Mercury also goes into retrograde on the 26th. So if you are planning to do something that is more novel or travel, or you're talking about an agreement with someone, you must micromanage the whole process to try to reduce the potential that Mercury's retrograde can have on all of us to cause, obviously, mischief. It's been a real pleasure being with you, Sagittarius. I'd love it if you would like or comment on this video, or if you've yet to do so, subscribe to my channel. But for now, good luck and goodbye. Hello, thank you so much for watching my video. I'd love you to join me at my Horoscope Ace app. You can find this at www.horoscope-ace.com. You can use it through Android, iOS, Apple, or Facebook. Check out your ascendant or your moon sign, or download your free birth chart. There's all your favourite videos, plus there are daily, weekly, monthly and yearly horoscopes for general, love, Chinese and Indian astrology. If your passion is tarot, there's my brilliant 3-card money or love tarot readings too. And it's all there at www.horoscope-ace.com. Thank you.